What's going on, everybody? Your boy Sid here, Anime USA 2022.
USA!
Yep, and look, we really still just walked in and we keep finding stuff that are interesting to us. So I wanted to bring it to you guys. So please, sir, introduce yourself to everybody at home.
Hello, I'm Maeca. I'm part of the Maeca Art. That is everything that you see here at this booth. Basically do a lot of illustrations, comics, things like that. Pretty much everything is hand painted, traditionally made. Do a lot of on-site commissions, things like that. So a lot of the stuff here is those original one-of-a-kind pieces you can get.
Okay, so of course, as people at home probably already know about me, seeing some of the stuff, a lot of my favorites are up there. What made you choose to go with the traditional hand-painted stuff?
I've been doing traditional probably, I guess most of my life anyway. Like I grew up kind of like, you know, just pen, paper, ink, things like that. And it was kind of when I wanted to do comics and things like that, that was like what a show, you know, as a kid. You're like, oh, they got the dip pen, they've got the ink, they've got this. So that's how I kind of started out, and it kind of just kind of stuck. I didn't really like, when I would do digital work and things like that, I could, you know, semi-replicate the kind of feel of like that raw, like it's, you know, a hand-drawn thing, but it just never felt right. I couldn't like feel the paper in my hands, I couldn't feel the ink on my fingers, I couldn't do any of the smearing techniques I would do traditionally, so it kind of just didn't feel natural to me, so I kind of like backed off the digital. Like there was a point in time where I was like, well, everyone does digital, so therefore I should do digital too. And then I felt the pieces didn't look as good because they weren't really what I liked doing, so you can tell because I didn't like it, that it just doesn't look as good.
It wasn't you so much into it anymore.
Yeah, exactly. And since I wasn't into it, then it was like, oh, it's gonna look bad. So I want to do stuff that I'm into because I know it'll look much better when I'm actually into doing it.
I completely get that. Like I said, I came around the corner, saw it, and I completely felt what I was saying. Like, yeah, this stuff looks great. You know, let's talk about it. All right, so I got one for you.
Sure.
What's your favorite piece you currently have up there right now?
Favorite piece I've currently got? It usually kind of depends on what anime I'm really into at the moment. Currently, I think the one that I put the most effort into, or the one that's like, you know, I feel the most proud of just because of how long it took, is probably the One Piece one.
Okay.
Because that's, basically everything I do is originally like on 19 by 24, 18 by 24, there's large scale pieces. So that's like a large painting at home. And I did that on stream, and that was about, you know, 4 or 5 like sit downs trying to get this thing done. Plus also, it's been a really long time coming because I didn't really want to do One Piece until, like, you know, more of the Straw Hats were confirmed to be a part of it, because
I can see.
Because yeah, you know, like you're like, oh, I'll do the piece, and then if a new Straw Hat's confirmed, you know, that's one of the problems of doing traditional, because you can't just like go and zoom in and then, you know, clip in a new character and be like, there it is. Plus also, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do that would kind of capture that element of adventure, because One Piece is like, you know, it's got a lot going on in it. There's, you know, it's not just about like the fights, it's about that sense of adventure and like chasing the dreams and stuff like that. And you want to kind of like have that grandiose feel to it as well. So that's why it took a lot longer to get. And it was like, there was a multiple attempts actually at making this.
Wow. How many?
About 2 or 3. Like in terms of just like thumbnails, and then a pencil one attempt I made, thinking like, oh, I can just do this, and then I did it, and I was like, wow, this is shit. Let me just, I'm gonna burn this real quick, and we're gonna try this again. Because it was like, I was looking at like, oh, how do I fit all the characters in? And you know, when you try to fit everything in, just by fitting them in, it doesn't look as good. When you try to fit them in a way that's more like, oh, what are the characters usually doing, or things like that. It makes
keeping their personality.
Yeah, keeping the personalities, keeping the emotions, keeping everything. Then it started to look a lot better. It didn't really matter like how the composition was as much as it was about like how do you make everyone look like they're a part of the piece. So that's probably what I'm most proud of, at least just in terms of how long it took and all the effort that was good, like how long it took and how, you know, how many years coming it was as a piece. So I'd probably say that one.
Yeah, the fans know me, One Piece is my thing. So yeah, that's the first thing I saw over there. But I have to say shout out to the Zombieland Saga. I don't ever see stuff like that, so that makes me happy to see that one up there.
Yeah, that one was the one too. We had decided that we were going to make that one because, like, one, that show is just so good. After season 2, we were like, all right, that's it, I'm done. Like, I'm all in. We're making a piece no matter what. it was also funny too because we're like, well, no one has merch for this, so might as well, like, you know, try and do it how I want to do it. And I kind of like wanted to have like a bit more of the zombie look and be kind of like more like feel like a horror film kind of like thing going for it. So that's why they look a bit more zombie-like and things like that, as opposed to being more cutesy. Plus, I don't really do cutesy very well, so I've tried. It's really bad.
All right, so we are at an anime convention. I want to know, what's your favorite anime of all time?
Oh God, that's always tough. So again, it kind of depends on the day you ask, or if I've recently just been like kind of like obsessed with something.
Okay.
Because like I love One Piece. Don't get me wrong. I prefer that as a manga because the anime, there's a lot of filler. You've got all the times where the animation is just more of a PowerPoint than it is an actual animated show. Like how the chapters get, like there's like usually like 4 chapters at the beginning. Now it's like less than 1 per episode. So since it's so long, it drags on. I would probably say right now though, the one that I've been like jonesing to do more like art for, or to do more about, is an OVA from a while back called the Bubblegum Crisis.
Oh, yeah. I know about Bubblegum Crisis.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's 80s, 90s OVA series that was funny because Cyberpunk, the Edge Runners came out, and when that came out, I was like, man, this really makes me want to just go watch Bubblegum Crisis again.
Your medium would look very good, and your style would look very good on Bubblegum Crisis.
I've done a few Bubblegum Crisis pieces in the past, actually.
Okay.
We actually had a print of Pris way back when we first started, 2016, 2015, and then it was just like, it sells whenever, we'll just let it run out. And then I did recently redraw Pris for a stream once. I don't know where it's at the moment, but yeah, no, I do love that series, and I do hope more people, like, after, like, since Cyberpunk Edge Runners is now popular.
People want to get more into that type of anime and stuff. Yeah.
It was really funny though too, because we were talking. I was talking with somebody because there was like a piece that I did that was some cyberpunk themed kind of stuff, like just the genre. And someone came to the booth and was like, "Oh, I never actually got a chance to play that game or watch that anime. I heard it's really good though." I was like, "No. Cyberpunk's not a series; it is a genre."
Right.
It's not. No, please. But yeah, things like that.
Okay. Look, I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us. For sure. But for the people who aren't here at Anime USA, where can they find you online to follow your work and get commissions and all that type of stuff?
Yeah, so if you can always follow me on my socials, I'm under Maeca Art. It's spelled M-A-E-C-A A-R-T, and then you can always follow me on the socials. I'm on Instagram, Twitter. I'm on Patreon as well if you want to support the art. It's just basically $5 a month. You can get access to all the whips. You get to see all the art made as it goes along, and then it gets you access to vote into the polls for my art streams. So you get to tell me what I get to draw.
Beautiful, man. Thank you. Appreciate it so much.
No problem.
Anime USA, day 1. We got plenty to do, so until then, catch you later. What's going on, everybody? Did you enjoy what you saw? Of course you did. So if you want to help us out and support us, here's what you can do. On whatever platform you're currently streaming this on, just like, share, and subscribe. Then head over to patreon.com/loading snacks and become one of our patrons there.